Hey everybody, it's me, Kai Mann, and I have a quick video that I want to talk to you guys about today. First and foremost, let me kind of talk about the season that we're in. Right now we are in the age of Aquarius. And really what that means is, if you know any Aquarius, you know that, or if you know about the sign of Aquarius, you know that they are the sign of the water bearers, which means that their tagline so much is that I know. They are the people with the information, with the wisdom, and that they pour out that particular wisdom down to everyone. They distribute it equally. In the age of Aquarius, this is the age again of information, the age of knowledge, and we've been in this particular space since 2011. And so I have some things kind of like written down. I just came from the gym. Babe challenged me to go to the gym 4 times a week. So this is day number 1, starting in November. So this is November 1st. So I just left Planet Fitness. So I may look a little crazy, but anyway, I wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about the age of Aquarius, or Aquariuses themselves. They refresh humanity. Aquarius, they are the humanitarian. So if you know an Aquarius, you know that they are usually into like social work, social services, serving, you know, the greater good for humanity's sake. They offer like revolutionary change. They probe more deeply. And again, they pour down wisdom and distribute it equally to all. They consider the views of as many people as possible. They call for change and revolution as necessary for the common or the greater good. This is the sign of the future of the visionary. They are unorthodox and original people, and they are ruled by intelligence, hence the information age. The reason why I started out, or I led with that in particular, is because I read an article yesterday in the New York Post by Maureen Callahan. Now Maureen, she wrote an article in the New York Post called "The Will and Jada Freak Show Marks the Moment Celebrity Died." First and foremost, when I read through the article, and I have to admit that I didn't read all the way through the end. I read quite a bit of it though. Basically, it sounded to me as if she were saying that Will and Jada single-handedly killed celebrityism, which is so untrue. Again, this is the information age, and we are in the age of Aquarius. Since technology has happened, since the age of information has happened, all those walls have been tearing down as far as celebrity. Think about your people who have been on reality television shows. Think about the way that we now listen to music. All of those rappers and musicians that we used to listen to, the way that we used to listen to them, we don't anymore. All of these actors and actresses and the musicians themselves have had to find a different way, or a new way of rebranding and recreating themselves, because the old way of information, how it got out to us, is not the same. So now you'll see actors and actresses, you see them now on Netflix originals, Amazon Prime originals, you see them on Hulu, all these different areas where they have never gone before. You see movie stars who are now television stars, because things are not the same. The information and the way that we obtain that information has changed. But anyway, she started out saying that celebrity is dead. Celebrity was dead the moment, I believe, that technology came into play, and that Will and Jada had nothing to do with that. I believe that in life, there's a scripture in the Bible that says the sower came to sow a seed. Some fell by the wayside, and there was these birds that came and devoured them. And I think Maureen Callahan, in a sense, is one of those birds that came to devour the seed that we were given. Will and Jada talked about their own lives. They didn't tell us what we should do, but I believe that they are examples unto all of us, how to individually grow, to grow as an individual, and to grow as a couple. I think the way that they displayed their relationship, how they displayed themselves open, was very powerful. And if we allow people to come and just take their word, or to distract us from all of the goodness that they actually sat out and gave us, then woe to us. But in this information age, you will find that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to talk about things that they have never spoken about before, because the age of Aquarius is not about secrets. We no longer, everything is available to everyone. So those people who are trying to hang on to secrets and things of that nature, yes, there are some things that we hold for ourselves and hold for our family members. But in general, there are no things that we are hiding from people anymore. Anything that you ever want to learn, you can go and get that information anywhere. Just Google it. But I applaud Will and Jada. I mean, Babe and I sat and we watched it together. And after we watched that show, we talked about it and how some of those things that they spoke about, how that we felt about those things within our own lives and within ourselves and within our relationship. And you cannot imagine the conversations that come out of those particular types of talks. I applaud them for being brave and being courageous enough to say, this is how I was, this is who I was. I had to destroy that person in order to rebuild the relationship, or the kind of relationship that I need to have. We have all been given fantasies. We've been given fantasies since we've been hearing nursery rhymes and seeing Disney movies. All that crap is fantasy, and that is not how life really is. And so we buy into those fantasies, and then we get with other people in relationships, and we perpetuate the fantasy over and over and over in each relationship, and then we wonder why they don't work, because we've been broken, as Will and Jada says, so to speak. How two broken people come into a relationship with two different ideas, and then you have to kind of get to a place of healing within your own self to be able to get together and rehash that relationship and do in that relationship what you need to do in order to make it a successful one. I applaud them. Again, I applaud them for taking the time and the energy out of their own lives to share with us some truths, because maybe they felt like, I don't know what they did, and I'm not going to even speculate why they did it. I am just glad that they did. I'm glad that they shared it. Anybody who was sitting and picking apart their relationship and, oh, I thought this and that, you missed the mark by a whole 100. You went totally left, and you need to come on back this way. They gave us so much to work with within ourselves. I think one thing that really stuck out with me is when Will said that he had an idea of what marriage should look like. Many of us do, and we walk into these relationships thinking that the other person is in agreement with us, and they may not be, because the simple fact that they want to be with us and they don't want to lose us. We have to be brave enough and have these conversations with one another to say, well, I want to have a traditional marriage. Well, I really don't want to have a traditional marriage. I'm committed to you in whatever shape that looks like. I'm committed to you. I'm committed to raising a family with you. I'm committed to being your life partner. But in the sense of a traditional marriage, I don't want to be in the kitchen trying to fix your plate and bring it to you. Not every woman likes doing all that. Some women like to feed their men and all these other things. Whatever works for you is what works for you. That did not work for them. But anyway, I really wanted to talk about this because Maureen Callahan, she's doing what she's supposed to do. Because there are people in the earth that are supposed to try to distract us from the truth. They're supposed to distract us from getting the information that we need. But we have to be bold and courageous enough to not allow that to happen. And I'm saying to you, if you have not watched the Red Table Talk that Jada Pinkett Smith and her daughter and her mother do, make sure that you watch the episode 1 and 2 of the Red Table Talk. It was amazing, and I'm so proud of Jada and Will and their children. Kudos to you guys for living your life in the way that you see fit and not trying to conform to the way we, the people, would want you to live. Do your thing. Peace out.